Man, he hit it real hard. Then he came back for it. It's a good fish. Oh yeah, this is a good fish right here. Heck yeah. Nice fish. Man, I was creeping this bait along so slow, and he smacked it, and I thought he was gone, so he came right back for it. I don't want to get me caught up in these rocks right here. Oh goodness, that's a nice fish. Oh yeah, that's a pretty one right there. That's Dalton, everybody. I rigged up this Hellgrammite completely different, and it worked. I'll show you guys that rig in a little bit, but I think we'll say how much this one weighs. It's kind of curious. It's got a good sized belly on him. Oops. See if I can get this thing going. Yeah, I thought he was bigger than that. 110. That belly sure felt a lot bigger than that. What a beautiful fish. That's my first one this morning. I was throwing some top water, didn't get any bites. So now I'm throwing this butt-weighted Hellgrammite. And I will show you guys how I set that up. Probably caught that fish out around 10 to 15 feet. Sometimes when they let the water level down, it'll push some of the fish out. But we'll see if we can get some more. So I'm going to sit down here in just a second and show you how I rigged this. Now, if you don't like finesse fishing, you're probably not going to like this technique. This is a very patient, slow way of fishing. But when you have just dead slick calm, sometimes it's the best way to get a bite. So I cast this thing out, and I just wait till it gets to the bottom. Now there's two ways to fish this. You can do the rod tip up, and that works. But what it does is it lifts the bait up off the bottom. I'll explain why here in a minute. The way I'm fishing it though is I've got my rod tipped down literally right above the water. And all I'm doing is slowly dragging this thing. I am not doing much with it. It's a very weedless technique, the way I got this set up. And if there's any fish there, they're going to come after it. And that's how I do it right there. So there's a couple of things I want to show you about this bait, okay? This is the second video I've done on this bait. The first time I fished it, I used a little owner. It was kind of a Ned head, but it had an extra wide gap hook on it. So that worked really well. And I thought, well, I've done this kind of thing with a lot of stick baits. And what I do is I just put a nail right in the bottom of the bait. Now, the neat thing about this bait, it comes 3 inches, but say you want to use it as a Ned rig. Well, it comes in sections. You can literally take these sections apart, one at a time, make it as short as you want, and it's going to look the same way. So that's just kind of a cool feature of this particular bait. Now, what you definitely want to have, particularly if you're new to fishing, you want to get you some nails. You can buy these on Amazon. You can get them just about anywhere. I've got all kinds of them. I have some that are, you know, little bitty, little lead ones like this. I've got little bitty tungsten ones like this. I've even got some bigger lead ones here. And you definitely want to have a box like that. Now, prior to coming out here, I set up about 4 or 5 of these Hellgrammites with, you know, the nail in the tail there. So here we go right here. So I got some right here. So what I'm going to do, I get excited when I fish. I get excited when I catch fish, and then my hands start shaking sometimes, and that's what's going on this morning. But I've got this nail here at the end. I'm going to show you the exact hook I'm using. Now this is a Gamakatsu, or Gamakatsu. It's a size 1 extra wide gap hook, not a 1/0, a size 1. Very much a finesse hook. And all I do, I come in on the flat side, and basically I just go to the end of that first section, turn my hook, and then I'm just going to Texas rig it. Put a little of that skin under there, and you can see this is a really cool presentation. It's again very finessey, but on a calm day and you're not getting any bites, this is just another tool, another way to get bites. Now, when you put the nail on the butt side of any plastic bait, you're going to be able to launch that thing a lot farther because of where that weight is. The other thing is I'm using a 1/16 ounce nail, so it's probably a little heavier. If I want to use super light line, right now I'm using 8-pound test. If I want to go to, say, 6-pound test, I might use a 1/32 ounce. But here I'm using that 1/16 with 8-pound test fluorocarbon, size 1 EWG hook. And I always take, by the way, guys, I always take and put a little bit of super glue on the end of that nail. I can't stand it when the nail comes out. So I put a little tiny bit of super glue there, and it holds that nail in there perfectly. You can throw this just about anywhere. It's a lot of fun. Just a technique I wanted to show you. It's working really well. Thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys next time.